Sorry, I think we got dropped off. We've just relogged in again. We'll just wait for people to join in. Let's give it a couple of minutes. Hi, sorry, I think the video got paused. So we've joined in again. We'll just wait for a couple of minutes for a few more folks to join, and we'll begin with where you may have missed out. Okay, so I think the question that I was answering was about blind baking. I will start with that. So especially for something like quiche or something like a quiche or tart, what happens with baking is that sometimes, especially in a large sized quiche, also the filling bakes very fast, but the crust might take a little longer. So it's important to make sure that you are baking the crust in a certain way. Blind baking is essentially about making sure that the crust is baked through and through. So especially in a large quiche or a large tart, which is savory or even sweet for that matter, make sure after you line your pan, you can put it in for baking, okay, while you're making the mixture. So the baking first, blind baking is without the mix, all right, without any filling. Then you create the filling, and that blind baking is usually going to take about 10 to 15 minutes at 160 degrees Celsius. The temperature and the time can vary from oven to oven, so you may need to check that for your oven. After you do that, you will take it out and then put a filling inside it. Come Noor, we'll make the filling. Okay, so the question, hi Nupur, yeah, have you added salt while mixing the flour for the crust? No, I've added no salt in the crust. So basically it's just a matter of three things that we've put into it. We've added a mix of flour, so a whole wheat jowar mix, okay, and we've added a little bit of oil, and we've added water. That's about it. We've added no salt in it. We'll add salt in the filling, okay. So for the filling, what I was saying was we are using grated carrot and beans. You can use any seasonal vegetables that you get. Some of the vegetables that I've already mentioned would be green peas, you can use capsicum, which I forgot to mention. You can use capsicum, you can use cabbage, you can use cauliflower, you can use potatoes if you want, spinach, yes, spinach. So all of these things can actually be used in a quiche very easily. Beetroot, yes, beetroot can be used, but beetroot has to be used in a certain way because otherwise it will lend a very strong taste. So what we are going to do now is we've showed you are there any other questions? I'm just seeing if there are any other questions. All right, so there are no more questions. If you have any, feel free to ask. So what we're going to do is, so if you've seen, we've kept this here, okay. To this we're going to add the two seasonings. So we've got Arjun, can you show them thyme and pink salt? Okay, so show them everything so we can start mixing. Okay, so turn the camera around. Yes, so we have thyme here and we have pink salt here. Then we have egg. Okay, so we have an egg. For those who are looking for an alternative, a quiche without egg, but you could try it with paneer if you want. Okay, so you could try cottage cheese and paneer to use it for binding. So that's there. Okay, and we have some milk. Okay, so we will keep the milk here. Okay, so these are the things we're going to use for the mixture. Okay, so now we're going to add the egg. Okay, so can you add the egg and Noor can start mixing. I'll show you what it's looking like, and feel free to ask us your questions. Okay, all right, so as you can see, we've added the egg to the vegetables. Okay, I'll hold it for you, Noor.
Next to this.
Okay, slowly. Okay, yes, a pinch. I'll put that.
I'll put this.
Okay, a pinch of pink salt, a little more. Okay, so we are using, so if you see, the measurement has the salt mentioned, so that's as per your taste, preferably pink salt. Okay, now I want to give you an idea of why I chose these vegetables. So if you see, we are using carrot because it's vitamin A. It contains high level of vitamin A. And we are using green beans, which have high levels of folate, which is a vitamin B. Okay, so if you notice, we have both essential vitamins already in this bake through the vegetables. The jowar and wheat are going to add the fiber, particularly jowar. Jowar is also protein rich. Okay, it's going to add protein. We have egg also for protein, and we have milk as well. So these are very important ingredients which can be put together for a healthy bake. Neelam, yes. Okay, so baking temperature and time I've already shared for blind bake, 10 to 15 minutes at 160 to 165 degrees Celsius. Just 1 minute, Noor. Now, Arjun, can you hold this? I want to see, can you show them how much milk we are putting? Because I don't want to put too much milk. Okay, so now we are going to put the milk, alright, and keep stirring, okay? Slowly, slowly, it will spill. I'll add a little bit of thyme now. We add a pinch of thyme, okay? Yeah. Okay, now we are ready. Okay, so now I want to show you how we are going to put it in the tart pan.
I'm ready.
Okay, so now I'm going to show you how we're going to put it in a tart pan. Do you have any particular questions? Any questions? Just 1 minute. Okay, so we have the tart pans here. So if you see, we're going to spoon them into the pan. Okay, flatten this out nicely so that they're not uniformly placed. Yeah, with the vegetables, spoon them in. Yes. Spoon the other one also. Yes, put a couple of spoons more in this one with the carrot. Okay, so we have enough vegetables in both. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this now will go straight into the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. Okay, so 20 to 25 minutes will be usually the time duration for mini tarts, okay, which have not been pre-baked. Okay, so if it has already been, if you've already done some level of blind baking, then you may need to keep it for about 15 to 20 minutes at 170 degrees Celsius, 170 to 175 degrees Celsius for sure. Always preheat your oven, okay, because it's important to make sure that your oven, the reason I'm insisting on that is because your oven should be at a temperature where the food should start baking immediately. If you put it in a cold oven, all right, and you start increasing the temperature slowly, then it starts cooking already, but it doesn't get baked through and through, so it is going to cause a challenge in your consistency. Okay, so it's important to make that. Hi Nupur. Yes. Can we bake it in a kadhai? Yes, you can. You can bake it in a kadhai. In fact, I don't know Nupur if you have seen, but we have a video on OMBC, on a Wonderful Mom Bakers community, where how to bake without on the gas stove is shared. So I think it'll give you there we are baking in the kadhai. So it'll give you an idea of how to bake it in a kadhai. And feel free to ask us questions, if you have about baking in the kadhai. So I'll answer. Paneer won't name it liquefy. I'm not so sure of whether it'll liquefy it or not. No, it won't. Definitely won't. But I know that it might help you with some level of binding. So like I said, the thing with quiche is that egg is a very core ingredient of a quiche. Because of the fact that quiche has a certain texture and it needs to be bound in a certain way. So for binding, egg is very important. Like I said, paneer similar texture to what a egg might. Something similar to that. Okay. So now what we're going to do is any questions that anybody has. Otherwise, we'll start, sharing the next recipe about which again, will be fun for
what
kids
are we
to
making?
make. We'll tell you. We made a quiche, okay? So, we'll make another recipe which I think most kids will find interesting to work with you on. More importantly, we do the mixing. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to. Yeah, just give me 1 second. I'll give you a mixing pan. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to start mixing the dough. Okay. Now the dough is a simple mix of not this, not right now. We now need to mix this. Yes.
Okay,
So here's the
mix.
yeah. So here's the dough. Okay. So in this we are going to add this. In this we are going to add the seasoning. So I'll show you. I'll just add the seasoning.
I'll show them right after this
Yeah.
first.
So this is the mix, the remaining mix we had, right? These are the seeds we are going to, can you shift to the seeds? We are using these. You can use anything that you want. I'll tell you a little bit about these seeds as well. So show them the melon seeds, Arjun, the white ones. Yeah, so melon seeds essentially are very, very good in, in a variety of things, but primarily in magnesium. Okay, so magnesium is very good for bone health, for your heart health.
What is this, Mama?
No, this is just 1 minute. Let's just first explain this. So this is very important for your bone health, for your heart health, for immunity, from a magnesium intake point of view. And Noor will show you the black seeds. Noor, can you show them the black seeds?
Okay.
Yeah, pick up the black seeds and show them. The black seeds are essentially the black sesame seeds. Okay, what we're using the black sesame seeds, why we're using it is because black sesame again is very high in omega-3, so that in itself also improves digestion. It's good for the stomach, so it's important to use. You can use any seeds you have. We'll top this with seeds, so we don't need the seeds right now. Now we'll add the seasoning. Arjun will add the seasoning and Noor can mix. Just 1 minute. Seasoning is the thyme, and so we are using the same seasoning just to give you an idea that it can be used for different things. Okay, so I'm just going to show you. Yes, move your hand, Arjun, so they can see. Yes, thyme and pink salt. Okay, so we've added thyme and pink salt. Okay, you can change this as per your taste preference, and we'll stir it nicely. Okay, slowly. Arjun, can you hold the bowl for her? Yeah. Okay, so they are mixing it now. Okay, slowly. Yes, now we are going to add a wee bit of oil. Very little. Yes,
You tell.
very little. Just put
Move the spoon, no?
Noor, move the spoon. That's it. Put a little more. That's it. Okay, and then we are going to add a little bit of milk to bring the dough together. You can put the milk. Yes, bus. That's it. Let's just see the texture now. Okay, can you hold this for me, Arjun? I'll check the texture. Thank you. Let's get the texture, then we will. Yes. Now, can you put this, Noor? Can you put a little bit of this? Because we need a little bit more of texture to put it in the piping bag. Okay?
Now you hold.
Yes. No, now we are mixing. Let Mama quickly. We get the piping bag from there. Get the piping bag from there.
You hold this.
Yes.
No, you get the piping back, okay?
Okay. So we are going to mix. No water. So now I'm going to just show you how to put it in the piping bag. Give me 1 second. Okay. Get the piping bags. Okay. So we need a texture which can flow from the piping bag easily. All right. Okay. So we are going to get that texture. Okay. So show the piping bag. Okay, so we are using a piping bag. You can use a spoon. I just thought that piping bags make it more fun for children to actually do it. Okay, and they are easily able to. It's a lot of fun for them to make their own donuts using the piping bag. Gives them an idea of what they are going to actually end up eating. Okay, so Arjun, get me the other piping bag. Both of you can use it. Okay, now let's get it ready. Come on, Noor, get the piping bag here. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to fill it up in the piping bag. The kids are going to pipe it. And
I want to pipe it.
alright, you can pipe it. Come this side. Okay, so you can pipe it, and we're going to top it with seeds. Okay, Arjun, you can top it with seeds.
Yeah.
Alright, come on. Okay, now
Now
get
you
the
can take this up.
yeah no. Now we get the piping bag out. Get the donut tray out. Okay.
I also
Okay, so we've made a
Can
hole
I
here.
also do, Mama?
Yes, okay. I'll give you both little.
First I'll do.
Both of you can do it together. Okay. Alright.
Can I try?
No. You put it for both. Get me the other piping bag. I'll put it for.
Then you get the other one. This is mine.
Wait.
No, you
Wait.
can get
I'll
the
tie it
other
up.
one.
Wait. Now hold. Don't press it. Okay. Just hold it. Don't press it. Just hold it. Safe. Don't press it. Hold it here. Yes. Okay. Just
Don't
hold it.
press.
Okay. Wait. Don't press. I'm
No,
going to give it.
Mama.
No. Don't press. It'll all come. No. It'll get wasted. Don't press it. Okay. Alright.
Can I press now?
1 minute. Okay, so if you see this, we've got just 1 minute. Let me keep it. Okay, both of you can choose which hole you want to press it into, and I'll show you how much fun it can be for kids to actually do this. So start going around. Yes, slowly. Mama will help you after this. You do it slowly. Okay. Yes. Very nice. Don't put double layers. It'll be difficult to bake. Just put single layer. Okay, like that. Yes. Okay. Okay, you can smoothen it out with your hands. Leave it. Smoothen it out with your hands so that it's uniform. Okay, or with a spoon. That's it. Very nice. Leave it here. I'll make the rest. Okay, so you can just pipe the rest of the batter here. All right. Okay, so you can smoothen it out with a spoon. Okay, and then what we are going to do is, can we keep the piping bags aside and put the seeds? Yeah. Okay, we'll top them with the seeds.
I'll do that.
Yeah, both of you can put it in yours. Okay, so leave that. Okay, put the seeds now. Okay, top it. Very nice. Top your donuts with seeds. Okay, yes, that's about it. That should be sufficient. Okay,
Now a little more. This.
so that's how we are going to make the simplest of donuts, which are extremely healthy and which are child's play really, because children can also make it. And what we're going to do is, we are going to put them in the oven for about again 20 to 25 minutes at 170. Okay, so they should be done by that time, and then just remove them. They should be a little crisp on the outside and a little chewy towards the inside. Okay, that's going to be the texture, and you can actually eat them as is. Okay, or you can use, yeah, or you can just maybe dip them with something and eat it. And so those were some of the things we wanted to show. As you can see, the kids are going to be busy for a long time if they are allowed to do their own baking, so and understanding of their own food. Are there any questions? I'm hoping to see some questions coming in. Are there any questions that are there? Do you have any questions about the sorry, I'm just going to try to see this. Okay.
It's not working. You have to do it.
Can you repeat the ingredients of this? Same half of flour. Yes, Neelam. So what I had done was, I had 1 cup of, for this particular session, because I wanted to make sure that there's no wastage and we bake only as much as we need. I have used 1 whole cup of flour.
Mama, can you help me?
Yes, later now. This is done. 1 whole cup of flour, which contains half whole wheat, half jowar flour. Alright, mixed together. Half of that I have used for the first recipe, and half of that mix I have used for this recipe. So that is how you need to use, and how you can change proportion also. I hope that answers your question. Okay. Can you repeat the ingredients of this? Yes, the ingredients are very simple for this one. We've used the flour mix that I shared in the beginning, so half a cup of that flour mix. Okay, that flour mix was also 50-50 whole wheat and jowar, so half cup of that we've used. We've used about 1 tablespoon of oil. Actually, not even 1 tablespoon. We've used about half a tablespoon of oil. Okay, we've used a pinch of thyme and a pinch of pink salt, and we've mixed that. Okay, and we've used some milk. So we've used a couple of tablespoons of milk, and then we've actually no, we are done with that. After a couple of tablespoons of milk, and just spoon it into the piping bag and pipe it nicely. The last and very important ingredient of this one is actually seeds. So we've used a mix of black sesame and melon seeds. You can use any kind of seeds that you prefer. Anything that you enjoy using, anything that you have readily available at home. Preferably something like this, which is going to retain its crunch. A lot of people ask me if we can use chia seeds in the middle of this, but we can't always use it in a bake like this. So I think using it in something like maybe in a granola or something like that, it works well. But in something like, say, where you need its crunch coming out very clearly like a topping, ideally any kind of sesame, so white or black, flax seeds, of course, melon seeds, sunflower seeds, all of these work wonderfully, and they all bring their own pumpkin seeds. They all bring their own nutrition value. So I hope all of you have enjoyed the ingredients of the same. The demonstrations of the same. Yes, we'll put it later. Come now, we'll say hi to everybody, and Arjun, come. We'll say hi to everybody and also answer the questions. All ingredients of donuts. Yes, I've mentioned all the ingredients of donuts, just now. Anusha, I missed your previous demo. Okay, so what happened was, the previous demo you'll see as a part of the beginning of this session, and a previous live which has also been shared as IGTV here on the Shumi Toys wall. Because the line got disconnected in the middle, so there was a pause in the video got paused in the middle, so I restarted it. So part of that recipe you'll see as first part of the the first live, all right, and as the initial part of this particular live, and they'll both be saved on the Shumi Toys handle under IGTVs, so you should be able to find it there. It was a mini quiche, yes. Okay. Yes, so Neelam, I've already mentioned the ingredients of the donuts just 5 minutes ago. So if you listen back into the session, you'll hear the ingredients about 5 minutes back, of that. So I hope you've enjoyed this session. And like I said, you can bake with your children at any point in time, and involve them in their baking. I think more than anything else, of course, they find it fun, but more than anything else, it's also going to raise their awareness about why nutrition is important, why certain foods are important to include in their diet. So happy Nutrition Month to all of you, and thank you Shumi Toys for having us here again. And I'm very very glad to see that people are enjoying healthy baking and asking questions about it. So thank you so much, and thank you to everybody for joining in also. Thank you.